EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Brooklyn Beats. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Ziegler, and now a fumble. The ball's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Ziegler throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 2nd down, it's Porter. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played, when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Ziegler. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
To throw on 2nd down. Ziegler. Throw left side complete. That's Day.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ziegler. And that is incomplete.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it. A little kiss and in.
Yeah, unfortunately caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. It's Page.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Page.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The numbers for him from a week ago, 7 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this. He's going to be so eager to run routes in this one and try and get to the end zone at least 2 more times. 10 is a key number. Really signifies that you've had a big year.
7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away from the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. To throw on 3rd down, Ziegler. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult. That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Matt Araiza now. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Ziegler, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. And he's got his man. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And some room to maneuver. Inside the 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they begin in a glorious spot, to say the least. First and goal at the 2-yard line. They'll run on first down. Porter. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
York now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, Rivers.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Rivers.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now back to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
On first down, Ziegler.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Ziegler. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ziegler to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll look to throw again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Rivers, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag. I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
On first down, Rivers. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. On second down now, Rivers. And this time he is in. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Beats are back within a score. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And he bangs it through and makes it a 17-13 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ziegler. Quick slant here to Smith. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Ziegler. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He finds his man, complete. That's Page. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season is going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run on first down. Porter, and he is going to lose yardage here.
Holding, offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Ziegler. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Shifts by him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On first down, it's Porter. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. Ziegler. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Rivers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 11. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a handoff up the middle. Porter, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Ziegler. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ziegler. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10, Ziegler. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Rivers. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's the gain of 7.
2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ziegler. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Rivers. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Rivers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Page. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Beats have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll look to throw. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Porter. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Ziegler. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Ziegler. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can't go with try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Porter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Ziegler. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Porter. And he'll get it inside the 35. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Ziegler. Forced out. Oh, no, he lost the football. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Connecting with Johnson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He's got Johnson.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Up the middle they go. Rivers. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Rivers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 75 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He's hit 3 times already, and this for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Brooklyn, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get